Now that the recording is starting, good morning, everybody. The January 19, 2021 School Land Board meeting will come to order. Pursuant to the governor's continuing executive order to avoid gatherings of more than 10, and pursuant to his suspension in March 16, 2020, of certain provisions of the Texas Open Meeting Act, the January 1921 meeting of the School Land Board meeting is held today by video conference call as authorized under the Texas Government Code, Section 551, Tech 125. Access to the meeting by members of the public was published in advance in the Texas Register in accordance with the Open Meetings Act. And as we always encourage in these meetings, any member of the public who wishes to address the board on a matter within the authority of our board or listed on our agenda may do so during public comment period. I have the ability to limit the length of time available to each individual. I think Mr. Bill Hyengo will be joining us to address any questions that the board might have on item number 7. But any other visitors that are on the line who wish to speak, please advise Corey in the Q&A or the chat function to identify yourself and which agenda item you'd like to speak on. Now that we've wrapped that up, first on the agenda is approval of the minutes from our last meeting on December 2. As was mentioned, we have a quorum currently, and the current members were in attendance in the last meeting, so we have enough to confirm the minutes from the last meeting. After the board has had a chance to review and can confirm that, we can entertain a motion to move forward on that item.
We'll move to approve the minutes as presented. It's Michael.
Todd Williams, second.
Motion is made, seconded, and carries unanimously to approve the minutes. Next item on the agenda is approval of the consent agenda. I will be recusing myself from item number 2C6, and I am not aware of any other changes to the consent agenda as they are posted currently. After the board has had a chance to review and assuming no questions, comments, or objections at this time, could entertain a motion to confirm the consent agenda as posted.
I'll move to approve. Todd Williams.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded and with one recusal on item number 2C6 from myself to approve the consent agenda as posted. Next item on the agenda is the action on bids received for January 19, 2021 lease sale.
This is Robert Hatter with Energy Resources. Staff requests board approval to open the bids at this time.
Any questions from the board and getting the action started on our online bid sale?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion is made, seconded, and carries unanimously to approve item number 3. We will now enter into executive session, which we will enter into under Chapter 551, Subchapter D, Section 551, Tech 071 of the Government Code for discussion consideration regarding litigation and/or settlement offers related to items 4 through 7 on the docket. We'll also enter into it under subsection 551, Tech 072 for discussion regarding purchase, sale, exchange, lease, or value of real properties related to items 4 through 7. Following executive session, we will reconvene in open session to complete the docket. At this time, board members, please, and relevant staff members who will be briefing, connect on the conference line that was provided in your materials. Visitors to today's call, please remain on the Zoom call as we will reconvene in open session once we wrap up our executive session. So the open session can now resume with item number 4.
Good morning. This is Amber Long with Asset Management. Staff recommends approval of the disposition of tax foreclosure land per the terms discussed in closed session as being in the best interest of the state. Any questions?
This is Michael. I move to approve.
Second. Todd Williams.
Motion is made, seconded, and carries unanimously to approve item number 4.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is number 5.
Amber Long, Asset Management again. Staff recommends approval of the disposition of excess land as being in the best interest of the PSF. Any questions?
I'll move to approve.
Questions? Is there a second?
Second.
Motion is made, seconded, and carries unanimously to approve item number 5.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is number 6. Thank you, Amber.
David Wells with Asset Management. Staff recommends approval of docket item number 6 per the terms discussed in executive session. Happy to answer any questions.
Move to approve. Michael.
Second, Todd.
Motion is made, seconded, and carries unanimously to approve item number 6. Thank you, David. Next item on the agenda is number 7. After staff makes the recommendation, I believe both Mr. Hoffman and Hango will be available to answer questions from the board after presentation, but number 7 is up.
Corey, could you elevate Ken Mills? I don't see him on here.
Yes, sir. I'm on it right now.
Thank you.
Should be coming in any second.
There I am.
Yep.
Okay. Item 7, this is Ken Mills, Director of the Oil and Gas Section in the Office of General Counsel. Item 7 is an application by Hillcorp Energy Development for a further 1-year suspension of its 3 oil and gas leases in East Bay of Galveston Bay. This suspension would be under Natural Resources Code Section 52.0301 due to their inability yet to obtain a permit despite their good faith efforts. Staff would recommend granting the suspension and would be happy to talk to the board about crafting that either as a 1-year or the earlier of 1 year or receipt of that final permit plus some mobilization period. And it may be that the Hillcorp representatives could weigh in on how much lead time would be necessary. I'd be happy to answer any other questions.
Thank you, Ken. Mr. Hoffman, Mr. Hanga, I'm not sure if we can promote them to panelists. And not sure if they have any additional comments to make to the board, or if the board has any questions of them at this time.
Both those gentlemen are being brought in right now, sir.
Thank you, Commissioner. For the record, Bill Hyanga, McElroy Sullivan for Hillcorp. We missed the tail end of your question when we were brought into the meeting. There's like a lag, so I didn't catch the second half of that. But I don't think Hillcorp is necessarily opposed to staff's recommendation, and Mr. Hoffman's available to answer any questions if there's any for lead time.
Well, I think what Ken is proposing potentially is to, and maybe the board, we don't necessarily have to do it right now, but accept some change to the language to say the earlier of granting of the permit from the U.S. Corps and kind of some lead time. So maybe if the board wants to move forward on that, I'm recusing myself from the vote, but if the board wants to move forward with that type of language, maybe Mr. Hoffman, you could share some guesstimates in terms of how long it would take for lead time.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a very fluid situation trying to get a rig, but I think that we would definitely be open to that idea. Maybe something post receipt of permit, maybe an additional 6 months after that. I think that would give us enough time.
I'll defer to staff. This isn't my business. I'm in the real estate business. So 6 months seems like a long time to get a rig in place, but staff would know better than me.
This is Ken Mills again. I don't see any of our landmen on the call at this time. I think they're all busy with the bid sale. 6 months does seem like a long time. On the other hand, I'm not sure how much drilling activity there is in this area right now, and that's going to impact availability of rigs. You know.
How about I'll make a motion to approve this the earlier of April 3rd, 2022, or the receipt of the permit plus a mobilization period to be determined by staff. And once you have a chance to talk to your landman, you guys can figure out what you think is a fair arrangement.
This is Michael. If staff is okay with that, I'll second the motion. I agree.
Well, speaking for staff is definitely okay with that.
Okay, good.
Excellent. It sounds like item number 7, subject to that language, has resulted in a motion being made, seconded with 1 abstention from myself, the chair, to approve item number 7. Thank you, Mr. Hoffman. I appreciate that. And Mr. Hanga, of course, as always, good to see you. And then final item is going back to item number 3, which is to check on the status of our bid tabulations from our online lease sale. And to the extent the bids are ready, Mr. Hatter can announce our high bids, and we can accept a motion to accept the high bids. The bids will also have to be read for the record. If not, then we can stand in recess until we've completed the tabulation. Mr. Hatter.
Yes, sir. Robert Hatter with Energy Resources. We need just a few more minutes to get the final tabulation. So if y'all don't mind recessing, I'll get back as soon as I have the results.
Great. Board members, feel free to hit your stop video and or mute button, and we can stand in recess. All right.
Sorry for the delay. We have having some connectivity issues this morning. This is Robert Hatter with Energy Resources Division. The staff has opened all of the bids. For Permanent School Fund, we received a total of 17 bids for a total of $5,114,138.12, covering 3,189 acres for a total average bonus of $1,603. We also received a bid for a tech stop tract, and that was a total of $113,925 for one tech stop tract, covering 735 acres for a total of $155 per acre for the tech stop tract. And at this point in time, if the board approves, we can go ahead and read all the bids into the record. Oh, by the way, staff recommends the board accept all high bids that meet the minimum.
Scott Rorman moves to approve.
Todd Williams, second.
Motion is made, seconded, and carries unanimously to approve item number 3. Thank you, Mr. Hatter. And Ms. Cantu, I believe we can read the high bids for the record, or all bids for the record.
Yes, thank you. Corey, are you able to share screen the all bids report? Yes, thank you so much, Corey. This is Deborah Cantu, Energy Resources Division. I'll begin reading all bids received for the lease sale Tuesday, January 19th, 2021. Marginal number 1, Marathon Oil EF LLC, $72,318.12. Marginal number 6, White Rock Resources LLC, $44,360. Marginal number 7, White Rock Resources LLC, $60,320. Marginal number 8, Chevron USA Incorporated, $598,486. Marginal number 9, United Production Partners Resources LLC, $39,854.00. Marginal number 10, Andrew Lewis, $2,800,000. Marginal number 10, Surprise Valley Resources LLC, $1,960,000. Marginal number 10, ETA Oil Producers LLC, $1,260,000. Marginal number 15, Surprise Valley Resources LLC, $1,024,000. Marginal number 27, Bissell Oil Operating Company Incorporated, $5,360. Marginal number 27, TR Offshore LLC, $4,200. Marginal number 27, TR Offshore LLC, $4,000. Marginal number 34, Woodstone Resources LLC, $114,432. Marginal number 35, Woodstone Resources LLC, $85,632.00. Marginal number 40, Woodstone Resources LLC, $82,432.00. Marginal number 44, Woodstone Resources LLC, $117,632.00. Marginal number 47, Woodstone Resources LLC, $53,312.00. Marginal number 62, TR Offshore LLC, $4,000. Marginal number 64, TR Offshore LLC, $4,000. Marginal number 65, TR Offshore LLC, $4,000. Marginal number 66, TR Offshore LLC, $4,000. Marginal number 67, Vantage Petro Partners LLC, $113,925.00. And that completes the reading of the bids.
Thank you very much for that. Board has already approved the high bids for sale, and appreciate everybody participating in today's call. There being no further business before the board, we are hereby adjourned.